You are listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, presented by Richard A. Boxshall, in which I chronicle my life and attempts to become a professional writer by, doing some writing, daily, hopefully. Hello, it is Sunday the 14th of July 2024. Welcome to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. Sorry I haven't been here for a few days. I didn't feel great sort of in mental health terms over the last few days, and if I'm honest with you, when I'm not feeling right, it doesn't even occur to me to record this or write or do all the other things I should do to keep myself sane. But I'm feeling a little bit better today, and I'd like to talk about the fact that it's coming home. Well, actually, it probably isn't, but more importantly, and this is sacrilegious in a way, I don't care. I really couldn't give a shit if football was coming home or not, because we are so obnoxious as a country when it comes to football. I've learned to absolutely loathe it as a game. I just can't care. I think what really put me off this time was there's a video. So in the semi-final, England beat the Netherlands, beat the Dutch team to be in the final. And there's a video of there's a load of Dutch fans on a train, and the doors are closed. And there's a mass of England fans literally standing around the closed doors of the train singing, "There's no fucking orange in Berlin, there's no fucking orange in Berlin," and stuff like that. And I just think, oh, whatever. Go away, you stupid bastards. Because we're obnoxious when we win and we're violent in defeat. And I know that's a bit of a stereotype, but it happens far too often. And it's not necessarily all British people. It's that game. It's the culture of that game in this country, certainly. And the reason I say that is because I've been to rugby matches in this country, and I have sat next to somebody who supports the opposing team, the team that I'm following is playing. And when we score, they'll clap politely, look at us and go, "Nice one." There's none of this beating the living daylights out of each other or horrendous triumphalism if we do win. There's genuine respect for each other and the fact that you're all fans of the same game. And that's what I don't see in football. And unfortunately, because football is such a big sport around the world, it means that our behaviour makes us hated. Certainly within that sport, but generally. I was looking at... Somebody posted a map online, a friend of mine posted a map online of who Europe wants to win the match tonight, England versus Spain. And everybody in Europe wants Spain to win, apart from not even Great Britain, apart from England. The Welsh want the Spanish to win. The Scottish want the Spanish to win. And that's not just a graphic, because I've actually seen, a couple of Scottish people putting pictures themselves on Instagram wearing the English flag. And why is this? It's because we're awful and we don't deserve to be respected. And it's such a shame, because I don't think everybody in this country is quite as obnoxious as sometimes we come across as, but it does my nut. I literally, I'm kind of, this is again going to sound awful. The only reason I'm considering watching the game tonight is because when I watch, we always lose. So in my head, I've got it, if I watch, we'll lose. So I might actually watch. That's terrible, isn't it? I don't really want us to lose, but I don't like either consequence. I don't like what will be like if we win. I don't like what will happen if we lose. I don't want everybody to be singing that awful song again. It isn't coming home. And also, if you're going to sing a football song, sing World in Motion by New Order. It's about 800 times better. And does have the lyrics 3 lines on my chest, which is similar to 3 lines on a shirt, I suppose. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel conflicted about tonight. I'd like us to win, but I don't really care. And there's another side of me that just doesn't want us to win, and that's so unpatriotic. And I'm so sorry. If this was rugby, or a game where the fans didn't... I went to... A good friend of mine is a fan of Manchester City and had a spare ticket. So I went along to the match because actually, football in person can be an enjoyable experience. If you're in the stadium, the sense of, in with a group of fans, it can be quite good fun. But again, what really perturbed me was there was a line of police, 2 police deep, at the 2 points where the fans, on the 2 sides of the stadiums where the opposing fans met. So there had to be 2 lines of police to keep the fans apart. Which is very different to sitting down next to someone who politely claps when your team scores. I don't know. It's a bit of a rant. I don't care if it comes home or not. There's a side of me that, is English and would like it too. But there's also a side of me that just looks at the way we behave and think we don't deserve it. I mean, again, they were clamouring for Southgate's head a couple of weeks ago. And now they love him because we're in the final. And yet we didn't play any better to get to... I don't know. I'm just going to stop because it's just annoying me. I'm not going to watch it. And hopefully I'll be back at some point tomorrow to actually do what this is for and talk about some writing if I can get my head around actually doing any. Thank you for listening. Take care. It's coming home. It's not coming home. Oh, so what? You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, presented by Richard A. Boxall. Thank you for tuning in to my random ramblings, and if you'd like to know more about me or my projects, visit my link tree at linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W. Thank you for listening.